Hi friends, it's Friday, August 8th, 2014. Lynn and Jamie here, continuing our assignment in the D.C. area. We worked last night at one of the correctional facilities, and then this morning, right away from the start of the day, we've been getting messages about entities and portals. Entities and portals, repetitive messages. So our intention with our work today is to arrive at clarity as to what's going on there and heal the root causes of those signals and whatever they represent in such a way as to align with the soul plan for ourselves, for the correctional system of North America, for the biosphere, and for the galaxy. And with that we begin.
I'm seeing what looks like a guard tower. It looks like the prison guard towers at Patuxent, but very tall, like
really tall,
fantastically tall, and so tall it's almost spindly. Like it can move in the wind. It's not a human. These are
higher dimension
guards, and it's over. The word is saying it's over everything. Like it has to do with the prisons that we make for ourselves. People making prisons for themselves. And that's why this guard tower has to be so tall, because everybody does that. Everyone is doing that.
Right.
In different ways. People have many different prisons that they make for themselves, and it's like they're moving in between one prison and the other. But they're still moving in prisons, and they feel like freedom is moving from one prison to another prison. And it feels like in the tall guard tower, they're trying to get messages down to the people who are putting themselves in their own prison. The messages are coming down. It's not that they're trying. The messages are coming down. Maybe the people in the guard tower are guides.
All beings who create prisons for themselves.
Merging in all beings who create prisons for themselves.
Me too, me too, me too.
Me too, me too, me too, me too.
Me too, me too. Wow. It's everybody. It's everybody. It's like I'm standing in a place where big subways disgorge lots of people. And it's like all these people are coming out, and I'm watching for anybody who doesn't make prisons for themselves.
But in the crowd.
There isn't anybody in the crowd like that. Everybody is making prisons for themselves. We all make prisons for ourselves.
And
me too.
Seeing the inside of one of these prisons, and there are no bars, and the doors are unlocked.
But we're staying inside
staying in the prison. And making up this grumpy I'm in prison story, but there are no guards, and the doors are open.
Self-created.
Right. Self-created imprisonment. These prisons are big excuses.
They are. I see the excuse suitcases.
Yeah.
For all of us, me too, me too, me too. Feeling like I had no choice but to, and then fill in the blanks.
Right. I couldn't do blank on my soul plan because I had to blank.
It's showing us something's buried. That's what those strands are. Buried. Something's buried here, right?
Right.
Dun dun dun.
It's loose dirt. It's easy to uncover. Asking to be shown what's in the buried box. Little sharp things and rotten oranges.
What do rotten oranges represent? Something good gone bad, right?
Yeah.
Something that would be really good gone bad, right? Opportunities not acted on, possibly?
Maybe opportunities not acted on. Maybe. The little sharp things and the oranges feel connected, like the sharp things were supposed to be used on the oranges. Everything in this box was supposed to go together to work. And instead, it just sat in the box.
We had everything we needed, and we didn't do it.
That's what it is. It's everything we need. It's all of our
Kit for our life.
Tools, right.
Yeah. The opportunities and the tools.
And it was buried under the prison the whole time. And so there was the story of we couldn't do that because we were in this prison.
But it was right there. And under loose earth.
Right, under loose earth. And it feels like we buried it.
It does feel like we buried it. I can't do my soul plan because I don't have what I need.
And everything that was needed is there.
And we buried it.
And I'm seeing the faces of everyone who makes these prisons for themselves, and they all look shocked in that way of when people know something is there and they pretend to be shocked.
Right.
That this box is...
Right.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. What did they think about this up in that guard tower?
I see them like
hand over head,
slapping their head. Oh my God.
Me too, me too, me too, me too. All the opportunities we walk by and the tools we don't use, pretending that we don't see them. How have we all created self-created prisons? Me too, me too. How have we done it? Just merging more deeply, really owning it. This is the way to get a solid merge, is to really own it. Is to find how we ourselves do it, right?
Right.
Because people just do what they want to do and look for reasons to support it. If
That's
people
true.
don't want to live their soul plan, and my work is to call people into living their soul plan, no matter what I do, they aren't going to like it, right? On the other hand, if people want to live their soul plan, and my work is to pull them into their soul plan, they will come along readily.
Right.
It just comes down to what do they actually want to do? Do they want to have control of their life, or do they want to have a relationship with their own soul? Oh, it rhymes.
Control or soul?
Control or soul. That's the fundamental choice. Oh, wow, and look how we create prisons for ourselves by trying to keep control.
Right.
Oh.
It's really more a prison to keep the soul out than to keep...
We think we're keeping the soul out, but what we're doing is
keeping ourselves
trapped, keeping ourselves trapped.
With no doors.
It's open, walk out.
And all the tools in a box.
And the oranges too, which are now rotten.
Right.
But new oranges will come.
That's true. The oranges will... There are more. Oh, it feels like there's that link between entities and prisons.
Yes. Yeah.
And this is true for physical dimension prisons, that there are entities there. And it feels true in these prisons that we make for ourselves.
That's for sure.
The more committed you are to the prison, to the quote-unquote prison, the more it becomes like a prison.
Like a magnet for icky, for entities.
The more you're convinced you're living in a prison, the more entities go, well, we know what to do with prisons.
Right. Boom.
The guides of the correctional system are tapping on the roof.
Glass, yeah.
It's like there are two ponds, and one pond is the pond of people who are inventing their own prison, and the other pond is the correctional system here in the physical
North America. Let's scrub the algae.
Scrubbing the algae. And the algae is sad. It's like it has to do with recidivism, coming back, wanting to be free, and not feeling like that's possible or accessible or even in the cards.
Right.
It's that feeling of some people are just
cursed this way.
Right, never gonna get past it. This algae feels like that.
Slimy.
And then it feels like there are phases of that. There's the phase of going, well, I'm not hopeless, I'm not. And then you do another thing and you go back to jail, and then you start to go, well, I am hopeless, and get hard, and it's like it.
And then almost want to prove that I'm hopeless.
Right, because at first it's like soft algae, and then it gets like crusty.
Like barnacles.
Yeah. Right, prove that I'm hopeless. It goes from wanting to prove them wrong to wanting to prove them right. And putting in as much effort to prove them right as it would take to prove them wrong.
Or more.
Or more, putting in so much effort to keep from living the soul plan. And it feels like there's a pipe at the bottom of the pond that more ick is coming out of. It's like we're scrubbing the ick off the walls, and then I look down at this pipe and it's like, oh!
Maybe that's a portal.
Maybe that's a portal.
Well, first ask those guards, are we supposed to open the portal wider and clean it out?
Yeah.
Right. So let's just call for light beings who know exactly what to do to be on hand, right? Because
There
we're
we
likely to
go.
get our hands full really fast, right?
Right.
And be into some deep water really fast, right? Yeah, now I feel like I'm inside the bag, like through the portal. And it's a dark place, a big place.
Yeah.
Big and dark, and lots of stuff going on here, lots of different rooms.
And not good smell.
Not good smell and not good feeling.
Yeah. Right.
Don't mind us, we're just the cleaning crew.
Right.
Right? Who among us hasn't ever felt cut off from the light, right?
Right.
And so then we start to forget what it felt like, right?
Right.
Our eyes get adjusted to the dark. See how they just seem like they're adjusted to the dark?
Right.
They don't seem to notice that it's so dark in here.
Right.
Right? They're used to it. It's like when you've been working in dim light for millions of years. It's not dim light, that's just the way it is.
Right, this is just light.
Opening it up so more light can come in. Opening it up so more light can come in. Opening it up wider, wider, wider. It's exactly opposite of what our tendency might be of what to do with a portal.
Right.
To actually open it up so the light shines in. Many people just try to keep it shut and keep it away from them.
Right.
But if it's our work to do, is it going to go away?
No.
No, so then they're just plagued by it for forever, right?
Right.
Better to open it up. Well, first have the divine beings here.
Right.
Go in, open it up, and start scrubbing the floor, right? Let's just get it clean and ventilate it out like spring cleaning. And to the people that are here, we're just the cleaning crew,
Right.
you know? We're just cleaning. Knock, knock, housekeeping, right?
Just like there's old carpet to be ripped up.
Yep.
There we
Ooh.
go. There
That's
we go.
nasty
That's easier
stuff.
than trying to clean that carpet.
Yeah, that is nasty stuff. Stuff they thought would make it more comfortable.
Right. More livable.
Me too, me too, me
Me
too.
too,
How
me
we all
too.
like this.
Me too, me too.
We shut off from the light by trying to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Is there a reunification that would be helpful to draw it into the mainstream?
It feels like we could just open up the portal
completely.
and it just becomes part of...
Yeah, it's like no more bag, no more pocket.
Right. Right, it's just part of
open
the
it
fabric
up.
of the universe.
Yeah. Yeah, wow, and now we can just swish it with the rest of
There
the
we go.
grid.